So today we have to clean the chicken coop. It's probably -20 out, and it's got to be done. So we're using a method here where we are composting their waste as well as wood chips and straw and hay. So I'll show you what we're doing. This acts as an insulating factor in their chicken coop, so it provides warmth to them as it decomposes. But as you'll see, it's pretty frozen solid and it has to be dealt with. The other challenge that we have is actually finding bedding to put into the chicken coop, because it was not a good year, I guess, in Alaska for growing hay and straw. So it's actually being shipped up from the lower 48, which increases the cost. And it makes it difficult to find. At this point, I think I paid for a 55-pound bale of hay $26, which is pretty costly. So I am on a wait list for wood chips, but again, that's a wait list, and I've called other places too, and I have yet to receive calls back. We do have a wood chipper that we intend on making our own wood chips for, but the time hasn't allotted it with the needs of the house currently. I want to also showcase the chicken water, which we have to add hot water to about every hour. We do have this rubber water container, which is great because it's what's used up here. It's pretty malleable, so when it freezes over, it's pretty heavy duty too. We just clunk it out, and you can see the evidence of that water from last night that didn't get emptied out. There's a whole water thing. So do that about every hour. We do have a electric heated water container, but it does use 60 watts of power, which is pretty significant when you're off grid. So we find this is fine when we're at home. We'll just, come out and put water in here. And their feed too, I have noticed it's very expensive up here for the brands we have typically used at when we were in Oregon, because there's a cost associated with shipping that stuff up here. There is a local company that has a pretty good option. It's pretty economical that we've wound up using. And in here though too, we used to use oyster shells as a calcium supplement, and I'll show you in there kind of the system for that. We take their egg shells after we eat the delicious eggs inside, and we dry out the shells, and then we crush them and then reintegrate them into the food. And you can kind of see the little brown shells here. We get them fine, and that helps with the calcium. We're getting about 5 eggs a day. We have a limited amount of daylight in a day. We have some plastic eggs in here, just some Easter eggs, because we needed to kind of train them, because they're not being trained by an older generation. This is our first flock up here. So we have the plastic eggs in the hen boxes and kind of train them to know where to lay. So they're laying in the hen boxes, but we do need to improve the hen boxes for sure. We have some venting hardware fabric, which helps the birds, and people might be concerned about cold. We have species that are acclimated or better suited for these kind of harsh conditions.
We chose not to insulate the coop because chickens will do fine as long as they can roost and fluff up their feathers in a group. We feel insulation would create moisture, which would get the chickens wet. Some people choose to insulate the chicken coop, and that may work for them.
So Amy says a hay bale for $26. That's the hay bale.
Yep. 55 pounds.
It weigh that much?
Yep,
that's my glove.
They said, and I even asked too. Like,
that is the tiniest bale of hay I've ever seen.
I know. So yeah, we're gonna be making wood chips soon.
Yeah. That won't even cover.
It should when it's gonna be like the insulation. It's gonna.
I know it's.
Do you have a knife on you? I don't actually have a knife on me, believe it or not.
snap the.
Which is right. That would give us our 5 for the day. We came up with, you know.
Yeah. Oh, it comes with rope. So and straw, which they didn't have.
Yep.
Straw is about $17 for a bale. Man, I couldn't even imagine having a horse.
Nope.
Or anything that eats this.
I know. That's why people don't generally have them up here. I mean, there's exceptions. Our neighbors have some. But yeah, the cost.
Like many other people, we do not wash our eggs when we store them. We do pick off any chunks and store them on the counter for up to a month. Eggs are laid by the hen with a cuticle on them that will protect them from the environment. Store-bought eggs are traditionally washed and cleaned with chemicals, so they'll need to be refrigerated. You can test to see if an egg is bad by placing it in a full glass of water. As eggs age, they produce gas inside them which causes them to float. The higher they float, the older they are. It will usually take over a month to see an egg float to the top.
Oh, good, you put some more in there.
Although I really want to do these, and I probably, as soon as I get the plastic done, I think that might be my mission.
Get some actual hen boxes.
Yeah, because
Should we put them on the ground?
that doesn't matter as much. No, I think it's fine up. It's just there's not enough room. I've seen them trying to lay, and
Yeah, they're too big for them.
yeah. You mean they're too small?
No, I meant the chickens are too
Oh
big.
yeah, the chickens are too big for this. Yeah, Richard and I are probably putting too much work into this, as always, but because chickens will naturally come in here and start spreading this out, which is pretty awesome. I mean, just with me turning this over, the hen that was in here was already picking at it, so.
See, every hour we come out here and top off their water with some warm water. That keeps them nice and happy. You can see that they've been scratching around in the hay already.
Where did you get the nice hay? Wow.
Go on.
What?
You know your role. Go hunt for eggs. I might have already gotten them, but just in case. No, I already got them.
Oh, I can just tell I just stepped on a poop pile.
Yeah, it's still frozen. Now that I think about it.
You get in there too?
Yeah, I'm going to.
You gonna lay an egg?
Yeah. Not in that tiny hen box.
No eggs.
Liliana's our official egg getter. Every morning she comes out.
Well, not every. But
Most mornings.
most mornings.
And apparently she's gonna lay an egg.
No, I'm not.
Chickens like privacy when they lay.
I think we got a broken egg back here. I think she has a broken egg frozen around her butt.
Should we take her in?
Well, we'll probably pick her up and look at her first.
Oh, wait, can I get her? Let's distract her, okay? I got it.
Good. Okay.
Get off
2 for
her.
1 deal.
Okay, so I think some poop just came out.
Yeah, it did.
Okay,
And
good.
You want to hand the chicken to Mom?
Here, I don't want to grab. Ooh, oh, gross.
Her oviduct looks okay.
Okay, cool. All right.
Yeah.
We'll check her again tomorrow.
I wonder how much a bale of hay takes size-wise of acres or whatever to grow.
All right.
Here. Yeah, one thing I'm nervous about is this right here.
What?
So one of the problems with hay is it goes to seed, and when you spread out the compost, those seeds are preserved.
Okay.
And so when you plant them, then you can see hay keep pop. Because if you're growing a garden, you have to continually weed for hay.
Oh, well, I think the chickens are going to eat most of the
Yeah,
seeds.
I hope so.
They're already scratching through it all down here
Yay.
and eating the seeds.
Good. So one of the issues that we have faced up here that is new to us is frostbite on chickens. And it happens to their combs, and it can happen to their feet, their wattles. One thing that you can do to prevent that is, that we've done, is putting coconut oil on those areas. And two, you'll notice our chicken breeds that we do have small combs. We did have a rooster that had a big comb and wattle, and we wound up losing him because the frostbite had affected both his wattle and his comb, and then the other chickens started pecking at him because he now had blood, and then his body just never healed from that, so we wound up losing him due to that. But I'll show you here. Let's see. Come here, you come here. Come here, come here.
Do I want to catch one?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure.
Here, touch it.
Oh, damn it.
Oh
I
no,
knew that was gonna
honey.
happen. Oh, man. They need that egg. When it's super cold, we try to put coconut oil on their combs and wattles.
Another thing people do is use petroleum jelly.
Yeah, like you can kind of see
The white there on the,
the white,
tips and
the
black.
white and the tip right here.
Yeah. And that's just a natural thing that happens, and even if they lose their comb, they still will be okay for the most part.
You're fine. Well, I guess I'm not having that egg for breakfast. We do store our eggs on the counter. They're good for about 30 days. I would say after, they don't last more than a day or two as far as us getting to them and eating them. Yeah, you just gotta make sure that you get chickens suited for your climate. That's really important. You gotta get the right breeds. Don't get stuff with big wattles. They do fine at -20. What happens is in their coop they fluff their feathers up and they all get next to each other and they stay warm. You just can't get them wet. The moisture is what really kills them all. You don't want them to get it wet. So you need to make sure you have good ventilation in your coop. They have plenty of room to kind of roam around. And then some people get like artificial light in there. That's fine. We don't do that. I've seen some coop setups where it'll be 30 below Fahrenheit outside and it'll still be just 30 inside the coop because there's so many chickens and they've got like the deep litter, so it stays nice and warm for them, and so they will produce more eggs. You need to make sure that they have enough water. Water is life. As long as they have water to drink, they'll be fine.
hard to open the door.
I know. Ooh, they are ready to come out. Hold on, let me unlock their, hold this for a second. Hold on.
Why?
Because they are ready to, they're chomping at the bits to get out. It's a lot warmer today than it has been. Here we go. Hold on, Skippy, let me get you. Okay. So I haven't had water for a while, okay? Is it still inside the run? Yeah. Okay.
It went inside here.
Cool.
Whoa! There's some eggs.
Hold on a second. Let me get up there.
Oh my gosh, we're being lower. 3 again.
Okay.
1, 2.
Careful.
3. I want to put this one in there because. Okay, now, Mom, I think we should check that one chicken's butt.
Yeah, I think you're right. You stepping poop? Fresh poop?
Yes.
Okay. Ooh!
I told you. See?
Oh yeah.
Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed the video, please take a moment and press the like button. It really helps us out as it exposes our content to more viewers. If you'd like to see more videos like this, please hit the subscribe button. We appreciate your time and look forward to having you join us on our journey. Have a spantastic day.